Most men are losing before the game even starts, and they don't even realize it. You think getting what you want from women is about being lucky, having model looks, or memorizing the perfect line you saw on TikTok. But the truth, none of that really matters. There's a hidden system, a way women respond to men without even realizing it themselves, and 99% of guys are completely blind to it. That's why they end up begging, chasing, or settling for way less than they deserve. But here's the good news. Once you understand this system, everything changes. You'll never need to beg for attention. You'll never have to convince a woman to give you her time. And you'll never look like a fool chasing after someone who doesn't even respect you. In this video, I'm breaking it all down step by step. First, the mindset shift that flips the entire dynamic. Then, the secret language women actually respond to, even when they don't realize it. Next, how to make her want to give you what you want without ever asking for it. And finally, the biggest mistake men make that instantly kills attraction. Stay with me, because once you hear this, you'll never look at women or yourself the same way again. Here's the first secret. Stop asking, start expecting. Most men don't even realize it, but the moment they ask a woman for something, they hand over all their power. Think about it. Every time you say, "Can I take you out?" or "Would you like to hang out?" you've just told her three things without realizing it. She's the one in control. She's the prize. You're waiting for her approval. And what happens when you hand all the power over? She loses interest instantly. You've probably seen it happen. A guy texts, "Hey, do you want to go out sometime?" And she hits him with, "Maybe I'll let you know." Translation? That's not a maybe, bro. That's a polite no. Now let's flip it. Instead of asking, you move with certainty. Instead of "Would you like to hang out?" you say, "I'm hitting this new spot Friday. Come with me." Or, "I'm free Thursday. Let's grab a drink." See the difference? You're not asking for permission. You're stating your plan with confidence. Now she has to react to you. And here's the kicker. Women are drawn to certainty. It's wired in. A man who makes decisions signals leadership, and leadership is magnetic. One of three things will happen when you stop asking and start expecting. She'll respect it and follow your lead. She'll counter with an alternative like, "I can't Friday, but Saturday works." Or she'll decline, but with far more respect than if you were begging for a chance. And if she declines without offering you an alternative, perfect. You just saved yourself time and energy on someone who was never really interested in the first place. But here's the warning. None of this works if you're doing it with neediness. If you say, "I'm going out Friday, you should come," and she ignores you, don't double text. Don't chase. Don't beg. You simply move on. Because the second you look needy, the power is gone. And once you've got this shift locked in, it's time for the next step. Because confidence alone isn't enough. If you're speaking the wrong language, she'll never feel that pull towards you. Here's the part most men never figure out. Women don't respond to logic. They respond to emotion. That's why so many nice guys fail. They try to convince women with their resume. "I have a good job. I'm responsible. I'll treat you well." Or worse, "You should give me a chance because I'm not like those other guys." Bro, that's not attraction. That's a sales pitch. If women chose based on logic, every hardworking, polite guy would have a line of women chasing him. But you and I both know that's not how it works. Why? Because logic doesn't spark attraction. Emotion does. This is why a woman can turn down a stable, successful man, but keep running back to the unpredictable dude who barely texts her. It's not the drama she's hooked on, it's the feeling. He makes her feel excited, curious, even a little off balance. So the real question is, how do you create those emotions without being toxic? The answer is simple. You speak the language that women actually respond to. And that language is intrigue. Instead of firing off boring, predictable questions like, "So what do you do for work?" or "Where are you from?" you hit her with playful statements that make her want to engage. For example, "You seem like the type who has a wild side nobody knows about." "I bet you were the troublemaker in high school. Don't even try to deny it." You give me the vibe of someone who's either an amazing cook or a complete disaster in the kitchen. No in between. Now, instead of flat answers, she has to play along. She's pulled into your frame. You've created curiosity, and curiosity is addictive. Here's the rule: make her chase the conversation, not the other way around. The fastest way to kill attraction is oversharing. Once she feels like she's got you all figured out, the mystery is gone, and so is the excitement. But when you reveal yourself slowly, piece by piece, she stays invested. Curiosity keeps her emotionally hooked. And once she's emotionally invested, something powerful happens. She doesn't just respond to you, she starts wanting to give to you. Which brings us to the next step: how to make a woman want to give you exactly what you want without you ever having to ask. Now here's where the real game begins. Stop trying to take and start inspiring her to give. Think about it. Who really has the power in an interaction? The one making requests or the one deciding whether to grant them? Most guys spend their entire dating life stuck in request mode. They're always asking, always convincing, always trying to pull something from a woman who hasn't even invested in them yet. That's why it never works. Because here's the truth: women don't value the things they're simply given. They value the things they feel they had to earn. And once you flip that switch, she'll start chasing your validation instead of the other way around. So how do you make her want to give you what you want without asking? It comes down to 3 psychological triggers. 1. The reward system. Only reward the behavior you want more of. Most guys do the opposite. She gives them the bare minimum, and they still pour attention all over her. She ignores a text, they send another one. She flakes, they're still waiting around. And what happens? She stops valuing that attention because she never had to work for it. Instead, flip the script. When she invests in you, when she shows up, puts in effort, gives you her time, that's when you reward her with your energy. If she starts pulling back, you pull back too. No chasing, no emotional drama, just distance. And the moment she feels that shift, if she actually values you, she'll start putting in the effort again. 2. The power of scarcity. Your attention is like currency. The more available it is, the less value it has. Think about it. Who do women chase harder? The guy who's always available at a moment's notice, or the one who's just a little hard to reach? Scarcity creates value. So stop replying instantly every time. Stop dropping everything just because she calls. Let her work around your schedule sometimes. Make your attention a privilege, not a guarantee. And when she realizes she could lose it, she'll fight to keep it. 3. The make it about her technique. This one is powerful. Most men frame their requests around themselves. Can you do this for me? I really need this. It would make me happy if you did that. That's weak. It puts you in the role of a beggar. Instead, plan ideas that make her want to prove something to you. Don't say, "Cook for me sometime." Say, "You look like you could cook up a storm. I need to see this for myself." Don't say, "Send me a picture." Say, "I bet you're looking way too good right now, aren't you?" See the difference? You're not demanding anything. You're planting seeds that make her want to step up and deliver. And when she feels like it was her idea, not only do you get what you want, she's actually excited to give it to you. So here's the bottom line. Stop begging for what you want. Start rewarding the right behavior. Limit your attention so it has value, and plant ideas that make her want to chase you. But even if you master all of this, there's still one deadly mistake that will destroy everything. And sadly, 99% of men are making it right now without even realizing. All right, listen carefully, because everything we've talked about so far won't matter if you fall into this one trap. The single biggest mistake men make, the one that kills attraction instantly, is negotiating for her attention. And almost every guy does it. Here's how it looks. She pulls away, and instead of stepping back, you text her more, trying to win her back. She seems uninterested, and you start listing reasons why she should give you a chance. She ignores your effort, and you double down, hoping she'll notice how good you are. But here's the harsh truth. The second you start negotiating, you've already lost. Because when you negotiate, you put her on the pedestal. You're saying, "You're the one with the power, and I'll do anything just to be chosen." And the moment a woman feels that, respect goes out the window. And once respect is gone, attraction is dead. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how the more effort you pour into convincing a woman to like you, the less she seems interested? That's not a coincidence. That's human psychology. Nobody, man or woman, respects someone who begs for their value to be recognized. And this is why so many men get stuck in the friend zone. They think if they just prove themselves long enough, she'll eventually realize their worth. But what really happens? She enjoys the free attention while giving her real interest to someone else. So if you're negotiating for her time, her affection, or her approval, stop right now. Because the fix is simple. You don't negotiate, you lead. And in the next part, I'll break down the exact rules that flip the power back into your hands. Rules that keep you from ever looking like the desperate guy again. So, how do you flip the script and make sure you never fall into that trap again? Simple. You live by rules that keep the power in your hands. Here are 3 that will change everything. Rule number 1, the one-strike rule. If she pulls away once, you mirror her energy. Don't chase, don't explain, don't send 3 texts asking what's wrong. You simply pull back 2. And here's the kicker. If she pulls away twice, she's gone. Period. No second chances, no negotiating. Because a woman who's truly interested will always find a way to show you. If she doesn't, you just saved yourself months of wasted time and energy. Rule number 2, drop the pick-me energy. You've seen these guys, the ones who practically beg for a woman's attention. They agree with everything she says. They shower her with endless compliments. They act like she's doing them a favor just by existing. That's what I call pick-me energy, and it's the fastest way to land in the friend zone. Here's the truth. Women don't want to feel like they're doing you a favor. They want to feel like they've won something valuable. And the only way she'll feel that way is if you carry yourself like a man who already knows his worth. Rule number 3, the abundance mindset. This one is non-negotiable. You have to act as if you have options, because you do. When a woman senses that you're clinging to her because she's your only shot, she loses interest instantly. But when she sees that you're a man who has choices, who values himself, who can walk away at any time, suddenly you become the prize. And here's the beautiful part. Once you start living this way, the women who aren't serious will fade out on their own. The ones who actually value you, they'll step up, they'll chase, they'll invest. So let me ask you this. Are you playing by her rules, or are you ready to start living by yours? Because when you shift into this mindset, something incredible happens. You stop chasing women, and they start chasing you. And that brings us to the final piece of this puzzle. At the end of the day, attraction isn't about games, tricks, or cheesy lines. It's about value. A high-value man doesn't beg, he doesn't negotiate, and he sure as hell doesn't put someone else on a pedestal. He knows who he is, and he lets the world adjust to him. That's the secret most guys miss. You don't win a woman's attention by chasing harder. You earn respect by being the man who could walk away at any moment. Because here's the truth. When you stop proving yourself, women start proving themselves to you. So ask yourself, are you the man she settles for, or the man she fights to keep? And if you've made it this far, it means you're serious about transforming the way you approach women. So don't stop here. I've got even deeper breakdowns that'll completely change how you see attraction. Tap that subscribe button, hit the bell, and stick around. And the crazy part? This is just one piece of the puzzle. If you want more truths like this, stick around. You'll never look at dating the same way again.